நான் வேற எங்கேயும் வரணுமா நான்? Srinivasan, we are all looking at you. எப்பா பிரேமா எப்படி இருக்காங்கப்பா? பண்ணாது. அப்படியா? போன ஆன் பண்ணுப்பா. பக்கத்தில் உன் பேரன் பேத்தி இருக்காங்களா? அதானே, பேரன் பேத்தி இருந்தாங்கன்னா அவங்க பண்ணிடுவாங்க. பேரன் பேத்தி அது போத்தி போத்தி எடுக்கிற வயசு வந்துச்சு எங்களுக்கெல்லாம். அதான் அண்ணா. சீனிவாசன், பிரேமா எப்படி? இப்போ மற்றவங்களையும் காட்டுப்பா. இந்த எல்லாரும் பார்க்க முடியுமா, காட்ட முடியுமா? சீனிவாசன் தெரியுதப்பா?
Hello. Hi sir, good morning.
Yesterday night, some came with as couples and some with alone. Amresh has come alone, Gopal has come alone. And our Shanmu is beautifully, accompanied by Narendran and Usha. They escaped yesterday our dinner by going to Kumar. So, now the second day of our program, I am happy that at least 11 of us can meet and making with the spouses and attendants, making a crowd of about 20-25. It's quite going for Madurai, people coming all the way from Madurai. And we Maduraians are very happy about the things going on. We have made arrangements for the Kerala visit after the session, morning session. Murugesan can take 1 hour rest. You can take 1 hour rest. 2:30 we are going to enjoy Kerala. Then coming back 30 minutes. 30 minutes. You must study mathematics again. You do the counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 times. You write 100 times. You are wrong. Hey, Veda enachi? இவங்க கதவை வர பூட்டி வச்சுட்டாங்க. சீனிவாசன் தெரியுதாப்பா? Srinivasan wanted to come. He wanted to come. அவங்க ஒய்ஃபுடைய ஹெல்த்னால வர முடியல. Good morning, Mani sir. No, don't say that. இப்போ our master of ceremony, Nan will take over.
Ladies and gentlemen, please sit erect. நேரே நிமிர்ந்து உட்காருங்க. சாஞ்சு உட்கார வேண்டாம். நேரே நிமிர்ந்து உட்காருங்க. நேரே நிமிர்ந்து உட்காருங்க. நேரே நிமிர்ந்து உட்காருங்க. கண்ணை லேசாக மூடிக்குங்க. கண்ணை பின்னாடி சாய வேணாம். நேரே நிமிர்ந்து உட்காருங்க. கண்ணை லேசாக மூடிக்குங்க. மூச்சை மெதுவாக உள்ள டீப்லி breathe in, breathe out. Close your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. நீங்களும் தான் மகனும் மகளும். Breathe in, breathe out. Please, நீலா கொஞ்சம் நேரம் ஆகட்டும். இப்போதைக்கு க்ளோஸ் யுவர் ஐஸ். Breathe in, breathe out. இது நீங்கள் செய்ய வேண்டிய எக்ஸசைஸ் இந்த வயசில் நான் செய்கிறேன், நீங்களும் செய்யணும். Breathe in, breathe. மூச்சை உள்ளே இழுங்க, மூச்சை வெளியில் விடுங்க. சார் இல்லை நிறைய டாக்டர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, பார்த்துருவோம். இல்லை நிறைய மூச்சு உள்ளே இழுத்து விட்டிங்கன்னா அதுவே சுவாசத்துக்கு நல்லா இருக்கும். கண்ணை மூடிட்டு பண்ணிங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் அந்த தியான உணர்ச்சி வரும். இந்த இடத்துல நீங்கள் தியானம் பண்ணலாம், அதை கொஞ்சம் பாருங்கள் யோகா. அதுக்காக ப்ரீத் இன் ப்ரீத் அவுட் ஒரு 5 times. இன் அவுட், இன் அவுட். நீங்கள் ப்ரீத் இன் பண்ணுறது உங்கள் வயிறு தொந்து வெளியில் வரணும். ப்ரீத் இன், ப்ரீத் அவுட். Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Rub your hands and touch your eyes. கையை தேய்ச்சிட்டு கண்ணில் ஒத்துங்க. Thank you very much. God. Today's program, thank you very much for the entire program, and I hope all of you had a good night's rest. Right? Fine. Is there anyone who has missed his breakfast this morning? அவங்க பேசுறது கேட்குமா சார்? சார் டெக்னிக்கல் டீம் அவங்க பேசுறது கேட்குமா? சொல்லுங்க, அவங்க பேசுறது கேட்குமா? Right. Today, so cake. Birthday.
இங்கே வருது.
சார் வளவன் சார் பர்த்டே கேக் கொண்டு வாங்க. உங்கள் பேக்
Srinivasan.
Take it. I am very happy. Hey, okay, thank you, thank you.
Shall we all rise? Please.
Present day ladies are very About the room.
Amaresh இங்க இருக்கான்.
இல்ல ரூம் மறந்துட்டாங்க.
அதுதான்.
அந்த பக்கம் நீலா பக்கத்துல.
Shall we all get up and sit? Do you mind? Do you mind? Please. Do the honors.
Go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. Happy long life to you.
I'm also nice, happy.
You do only on the outer parts. We will do it on the living body.
We don't know the birthday.
Doing it on autopsy is even more difficult than doing it on. It's huge.
It's too heavy.
Rama is coming.
Rama is coming to do the honors. Every year, every time my birthday is here, she's doing it.
வாங்கண்ணா கோபால். ஏய் வாங்க.
Beauty of it. Yeah, you're digging. I cut.
கையில் எடுத்து beat பண்ணு. Take a big piece.
No, that's enough.
Good.
சார் சார் கொஞ்சம் மீட் ஆகும் சார்.
T-shirt ஏன் போட்டுள்ள அம்மா purposely said நீலா T-shirt வாங்கி.
But T-shirt நான் போட்டுட்டு வருவேன் இங்க. Where is that?
பண்ணிடுவோம். வாங்க சிறுமுகையில்
T-shirt
போய்
is a
சிறுமுகை நீங்கள் இங்கே உட்கார்ந்து போகலாம். அப்படியே உங்கள் படத்தை போட்டு புஷ்பங்கள் படங்களை போட்டு
மைக் மைக்
போட்டுட்டு வந்தாங்க இருக்கிற என்ன அர்த்தம்
Friends, it's a nice thing every week we are able to
celebrate.
cut the cake for Neela. Hope it will go on for years to come. Let us do it for 5 years, 10 years like that.
During the last two, you said.
அப்புறம் இப்படி கூல் போட்டுட்டு
Pictures are available, even you can come by stitcher. He is just completing 80, 76.
86.
80. So, cheers to Neela. Live long. I am but younger than I think Shanmugam and Narayan and all seniors, Dr. Manisha, they will bless her. And we take her blessings. Thank you, Neela.
Thank you.
You can take it. Bless for you.
Bless பண்ணியாச்சு. bless பண்ணியாச்சு.
சார் நீங்கள் அங்கே பின்னாடி வாங்க. அப்புறம் எடுக்கலாம் சார். ஒரே ஒரு பொண்ணாட போட்டு.
இது எனக்கா?
Amma,
வேற வேலை இல்லை.
you can take it.
Tamilnadu tradition.
தேங்க்யூ.
So nobody is doing it for him? அவருக்கு போடல எவனும்?
Shall we continue?
Since the last meet. Basically, I don't want to start with the last meet. I want to start with the days that I came to Stanley.
An introduction about Manishar. Manishar is our son-in-law of 1957 batch. Number one, he is a son-in-law of our batch. And he has never missed any of our meeting with Rama. And he will be silently sitting like a quiet spouse, a most obedient husband. We are heads up to you, sir, Manishar, our son-in-law. Next, he comes as our teacher. In Stanley, he was a tutor. Am I correct, sir? Assistant medical officer, assistant professor. So, that's how Manisar is taking part. And he was taking care of my health. After RSR, you remember RS Rajagopal? After his demise, Mani sir was taking my health. When I asked him, I am little obese, then he was asking me, what are you eating? That the treatment he gave was, take half of it. Just 50%, that was the treatment. Then I skipped him.
He's certainly keeping a very good trim figure, which is doubling from time to time. Anyway, basically, I want to start with Stanley. When I first came to Stanley in 1965, I was already, of course, a son-in-law of Stanley, but that was the first time I entered the college as a teacher. Before that, I was have come to Stanley, attended classes over there. MD, we used to have common classes between MMC and Stanley. But I came as a teacher, and the first day my outpatients, I walked into the outpatient at 7 o'clock. And when I came in at 7 o'clock, I found the entire outpatient department was deserted. Everything was locked. And so the first thing I had to do was to hunt, find who had the keys, get them open. And in course of time, I'm happy to say that everybody came at 7 o'clock, including the students, who otherwise, if they did not come at 7 o'clock, I would say you're too early for tomorrow's class. And that was the way that we had to.
ஸ்கிரீன்ல பாக்குறாங்க.
ஓ, உங்களையும் சொல்றாங்க. என்ன சொல்றாருங்க? சவுண்ட் கேட்கல. இன்னும் மேக்ஸிமம் பண்ணலாங்க.
குட் மார்னிங் சொல்லு.
குட் மார்னிங் ஆண்டி. இவர் தான் அவருக்கு தெரியல, எங்கள் கிளாஸ்மேட்ஸ் எல்லாரும். இவர் ஜெயா ஹஸ்பண்ட்
சாப்பிடுறாங்களா?
இல்லையா, சும்மா குடிச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க. இது சும்மா டிஃபன் போல் இருக்கு, கேக் மாதிரி இருக்கு. இவர் தான் மலேஷ் வாசுதேவன், இவர் தெரியலையா உங்களுக்கு? அவர் டாக்டர் அமரேஷ். என்னங்க அவர் பேசுறதே கேட்கலையா?
கேமரா எனக்கு வச்சிருப்பாங்க, மைக்
நீங்க சரியா, நானே சரியா தெரியல. கொடுக்க போருமா? ஃபுல்லா தெரியுதுண்ணா.
அவங்க முடிக்கிட்டோம். It's an arranged marriage. It was an arranged marriage. And I met her for the first time in what was it? February 1962.
யாரும் தெரிய காணுங்க, டாக்டர் மணி. டாக்டர் சண்முகம், இவர் ஜெயா தெரியுதுங்க. இவருடைய ஒய்ஃப் அவங்க. இவர் இல்லை, இவர் பேர் மறந்து வருது. பேருங்க, இவருடைய பேர் நீலா தெரியுதா? இது நம்ம, இது இவங்களுடைய ஒய்ஃப். அவரு இது
லைட் கொண்டாந்து.
Shall we listen to Dr. Mani, please?
சார் வால்யூம் வைப்பீங்களா? பாலாமர் சார் வால்யூம் கொஞ்சம்
இல்லை, அங்கே ஆப்ரேட்டர் இல்லை.
As I was saying, when I I came to Stanley in 1965 and found that to a large extent the discipline in the staff of Stanley was extremely lax, and it had to be tightened up. Actually, the tightening up occurred when Dr. Ganapati, I don't know how many of you remember Dr. Ganapati, she came as RMO at that time. She had been DMO in Coimbatore, and then she got posted to Stanley as RMO. And she maintained a very good discipline in the hospital, and things really tightened up and improved after that. As far as the students were concerned, I always found that I was able to get on well with students. Because I probably have a tendency to talk too much, and so whenever I see a patient and I see students and a patient and students together, I start talking. And that way I used to get a good crowd. My night rounds on my admission day, I had a very good crowd coming around with me all round. And we used to go all the way up to the grey ward. Very few people went to the grey ward at all, I think. Generally patients were left over there. Rarely they went. So I went to we would go to the grey ward, then come back and sit on that disused fountain outside the dean's office in the hospital. And there we used to have some snacks and talk. That was the time to talk philosophy. So during that time, the students would all express their opinions about what they were going to do subsequently in life, what was their ambition and things like that. And we would talk about that. I must say those years in Stanley were very happy years for me. Though I am a product of Madras Medical College, I have never found that Madras Medical College had that spirit. Madras Medical College is a bit too political, always. So all the functions and things, they would like to have major politicians coming in, rather than getting other doctors and getting other people to come. So I was always a bit disappointed with that aspect, and I felt much more at home in Stanley. So after all these years, though I spent overall more years in the Madras Medical College as a student, demonstrator, postgraduate student, teacher, more than I spent in Stanley, but I feel more at home in Stanley than over there. Of course, to some extent, a lot of people would feel more comfortable in father-in-law's house rather than in their own house. So that also probably accounts for it. I have often been asked to speak to groups of students, and at that time, as a teacher, you have a different relationship. But over the years, you find that that gap in years becomes less and less. A 5-year difference is something big when you are 25 or 30. But when you are 80 plus, then 5 years is nothing. It is so we no longer got that teacher-student relationship at all. And I think basically I am one of you, and there's no more a question of being a teacher and giving advice. In the early years, I used to advise people how passing the exam does not mean you're finished with studies. It means your studies have started, and that's when you now have to start learning the medicine. As time went on, progressively that becomes less and less, and at this stage, there is nothing that I can say to advise you. After some time at retirement, we would say you must find something to do, some hobby, something to do during your retirement. But Leela is the extreme exception, because she has not only taken up something else, she has achieved absolute excellence in that field, and not just excellence among her colleagues of Stanley, but excellence for the whole country. So that is a unique. Nobody can. We can aspire to be like Neela, but we can't actually hope to ever achieve that kind of excellence. Now, basically as time went on, we said, okay, retirement, what do you do? And you start thinking about that. Now the stage has gone further. It is not just what do you do during retirement, but what is going to happen with life and what is your philosophy, what are you going to think of after life and that sort of thing. But this is one occasion when you can stop thinking about the future and we can think back on what was the past and be happy about that. So I'm very happy to be amidst all of you, and as long as you people continue to meet and as long as I am physically able to come, I will certainly come and join you. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mani. Thank you, Dr. Mani. Shall you have Dr. Jaya to speak?
Thank you, sir. Mani, sir. As you said, that teacher-student relationship is forgotten. But slip of tongue, it comes as money, sir. Hereafter, I will call you money.
Dr. Jaya.
Our Dr. Julie alias Jayalakshmi. Now, few words, because all our get-together at Chennai is funded by Jaya. Without her, we can't do anything. She looks after very well. She knows who will come, who will not come. She will swear that Adayappan will not come. He keeps up her word. We offered him 5 sovereigns. ஒருவேளை கோபால் ஒருவேளை 10 sovereigns சொல்லியிருந்தா சரின்னு சொல்லி போனான். So,
You are unlike
yeah,
Nicola.
few words.
That is a bet. Kanji sovereign chain.
பேசுறீங்கன்னா ஜூலி கதையெல்லாம் சொல்லிடுவோம்.
Unique kade everybody knows you.
உட்காந்துட்டே பேசுறான். Our student days at Stanley, both are here. That's why I'm able to say. Our Velayadam is here and Jaya. Jaya, how she was named Julie, you know, all know. She went to see Julie, but she was not given entry because it was only adults only.
நிறைய போட்டோ போட்டு
Alappan, I mean, Vela, again, Minerva Theatre, I forgot the name of it.
இல்ல சண்முகம் அதோட வயசானவர்.
Then he took the medical certificate, then only he allowed. I am happy to announce the arrival of our teacher, Samsi Bose.
யாரு யாரு
Welcome, Dr. Sir.
யாரு
Just now, Mani said there is no teacher-student relation. Welcome, Samsi Bose. Thank you, sir.
சீனியரா கிளாஸ் இல்ல வாத்தியாரா?
Surprise visit. You were arranging.
Ready to pair.
இல்ல இல்ல மதுரையில வாத்தியாரா ரிட்டையர் ஆயிட்டு மதுரை காலேஜ்ல. சண்முகத்தை கூப்பிட்டு போட சொல்லிருக்கலாம். சண்முகம் இருக்காருல்ல. இல்ல அவங்க ஹஸ்பண்டுக்கு போட போறாங்க.
மூச்சு என்னடா
இன்னும் வேற யாருக்கு தெரியலையே? ஓ, அவங்க மிஸ்ஸஸ்க்கு போடுறது. மோடி மாதிரி பண்றது போது. கிளாஸ்ல யாரும் தெரியல. நானுக்கா யாரும் தெரியல. நான்
இன்னைக்கும் வெட்டிங் சைட்ல இந்த மாதிரி தான் ஆர்கனைஸ்டா நல்லா இருக்காங்க.
இருந்தா நாங்க 2 பேரும் பண்ணுவோம்.
But continuously you are doing. I wish you a long, peaceful, happy.
She wants, after me, she wants to become the permanent coordinator.
கோஆர்டினேட்டரா ஜெயாவே
அதெல்லாம் சொன்னீங்க, எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் காது கேட்கல.
எனக்கு பேச முடியல.
Thank you, Jaya. She is so overwhelmed with joy and she cannot express her words. I tell you, all our Chennai events, our forthcoming Chennai events, Jaya is going to look after. She maintains good account. She maintains, all the calling lists, and she is able to attract so many crowd. And give a clap to our Jaya for her work for our match. Amma. இல்லை, she looks so small, but her work is genuine.
I would like to have the meeting in Chennai next year. Definitely, if I am not sick, definitely I will arrange for it. Yeah.
Dr. Pramila Devadas. I'm sorry. எங்க இருக்காங்க? Pramila, please come.
You want to say a few words?
No?
Hello, boy. Devi.
இல்லை வருவார் அவர் பேச. இங்கே பேசாதவங்கள பேச.
I want you to say something. See, Pushparaj and Kalavadi, they have not missed any meeting so far. They are 100% attendance. Afterwards I come. I am also 100% attendance.
Oh.
I think Rama, you missed 1 or 2? 1. Neela missed 1. Vela missed 3. Who missed a lot? Vela stands.
He deserves a medal for that. He deserves a medal. Medal.
Dr. Sati.
It is a very pleasant day today to see all of you after a long time. The function was very good, arranged by MACS. Thank you.
This is a word of appreciation to MACS Rajendran, who declared himself as a permanent coordinator for the meet. And we are doing from 50th, that is 2007, and continuously every year we are doing. Partly due to his persistence and his drive to do it and the passion to do it. And I would like to specially comment about Julie Jayalakshmi, Murugasan, No, both of them, in spite of their limited capability of physical nature, they took the trouble of traveling from all the way from Hosur. She is from Chennai. I mean, that is a tremendous effort on your part. It is the passion for doing things. So why don't you give a good hand to both of them? Yeah. Pushparaj is always there and he will understand everything. Those things I know. Why I am mentioning these two, they are in a limited physical conditions in which they were able to come and attend. And another thing on part of it is Akka. Neela Akka flies all the way from US, attends everything, and we have to appreciate that. You must have that desire and a passion to attend. In this connection, I would like to mention our great teacher, Mani sir, is the first one to conceive the concept of reunion. Am I right, sir? Madras Medical. And Madras Medical just finished about, but Stanley clinging that is continuing to do now. That is mainly because of MSCS, who persistently calling people, doing everything. When he travels from Madurai to Satur, that is his free time. He will call everybody. That's, sir, for a great thought and introduce a new concept of old people, not old people, previous group of people to gather at one particular time. This is one of the very memorable part of your career and life. And this brings a lot of memories. And you also feel 10 years younger when you come and leave the conference like this, for which I have to thank you, sir. Really, it is wonderful. But both of you suffered a lot of strain, and that was, I cannot say, Chennai is not the desired destination for me. You go to Chennai. Otherwise, Chennai is not my town. I'm sorry to say, but that is the reality. And anybody I am missing here, Pushparaj is always there. He comes over. Of all the people we have to see, Velayudham, his strength is all gone. Why? Last time he had a nice ponytail here. Now he has modernly cropped everything nicely done. And thanks for visiting and flying across. Arumaraj is always the youngest person of the group, always. And I used, myself and MSCS used to say, and he is very, other than, now even in medicine he is an authority, how to treat people coming from a village. I don't think we can do that. So he is an expert in medicine now, and he is an expert in literature, English and all that. And he works in optimal level when you have low glucose. No. It should be a single malt. And next to is our retired Air Marshal, NB Amaresh. He didn't have much of a contact with the rest of the group because he was in the defense forces all his life. And luckily we came to know, and we are now becoming more in contact by phone, interactive. And by the way, Naidu has got a long connection. We trace back in the relationship. I want to mainly focus these two people who have taken the trouble of attending. Yeah, I remember. Okay, with all due respect to our sir, and we are very thankful you are able to attend our conference in Kodaikanal. And moreover, all those days are very memorable to us. It stays with us. Thanks, MSCS, for the wonderful time, dedication, and the passion for conducting this. And I thank you very much. Unfortunately, you lost 5 sovereigns. That's what the reality. We have a challenge, one of our classmates to come. I said,
Yes,
you bring him in, I'll give you 5 sovereigns.
Yes.
Okay, thanks for listening to my garbage, and enjoy the rest of the evening. It is very, very nice of you, MSCS. Take care. Of all this, Amma and Sharmila, you deserve the Amma. உங்களுடைய ஆதரவும் அன்பும் அரவணைப்பும் இல்லைன்னா மொட்டை இவ்வளோ பெரிய ஆளாக இருக்க மாட்டான். ஐ டாக் இப்போ நீ பேசு, உனக்கு கொடுக்குறேன், நீ பேசுடா. இன்னைக்கு பேசு.
Can we talk politics? No.
Politics is the most
Politics.
important.
Once again, I thank Dr. M.S. Rajendran,
Politics பத்தி பேசலாமான்னு கேக்குறாங்க, இல்லன்ட்டா.
long days friend, that is from
முருகேசன் அவர்கள்
1995 from Layala. So
ஒரு 4
he
brothers
is in the same mood even now, still helping me in all sorts, either physically or for my clinical help and for all others. He knew all my family as it is. So I also knew them well. So still the first talk with Max only when there is trouble in my career. That is happened. So definitely I have to wish a long years for him to come. Let him live long.
நிறைய காமிக்கிறாங்க. The whole screen நீ தான் இருக்கு.
I am thankful to Indraleka for permitting our Gopal to be here. So also, our, our Maka, Tunguriyada, see, the secret of his Agnes, he is from Katakada Asan family. அவங்க தாத்தா வந்து நாட்டு வைத்தியம் பண்ணார். இப்போவும் அவன் தயார் பண்ணுறான். அவன் his own product he prepares. He is not only that, he is preparing his own stuff. That is what keeping him his liver that is keeping his liver safe, and he will grow, go on more than us. I remind you about our wheelchair. The wheelchair is still going on. See, wheelchair is, who will be the last person to receive our badge? Then I reduced to 5. Now I am reducing to 10. 10 of the last alive will get 1 lakh from MACS if he is alive.
என்ன சொன்னாரு புரியல, வீல் சேர்.
Now I call upon Amresh. He cannot go on escaping. I think he could have now accumulated so many stuffs to talk about.
Please listen, MSCS, I should be the last, because I am the general secretary of the college, of my organization, the 2 eggs.
You cannot escape.
No, I am not escape. I will definitely the last one, after that they can.
No other go.
No other go. Sir, பேச சொல்லியா? அவரை கூப்பிட்டுட்டு you are making him sit down.
இவன் வேதவல்லி வந்து காணல. வேதவல்லி வந்திருக்கிற மாதிரி. இவர் மலேசியா இருக்காரு. இவர் வேலாயுதம். அவர் தான் வேலாயுதம். இதற்கா பாருங்க வேதவல்லி. பக்கத்துல யாருன்னு தெரியல.
So actually I wanted to thank MSCS because after my graduation and all, one of the marriage ceremonies, I took my mother to Madurai. And myself and my mother went to Madurai for the marriage, and she was not able to walk too much. So he sat on the Annamalai Hall's steps. And I was going, I went off with leaving her.
Yes.
And MACS
Sollu
somehow
Veda.
saw her. You are Velayudhu's mother,
Sollu
isn't
Veda.
it? Then he said, you come with me. And then since that day, he has taken care of her. When I was in Malaysia, he was the one who taken care of her all the time. So even though he has done so much, he has given a room for his mother in Shenbam Hospital. So, and she told my mother, after this room is my mother all the time. Now you can share the room also. So she was every time, without my knowledge, she will go to Madurai and stay in the room. And you will have he took care of her all the time when I am not in Malaysia, in India. So I must thank him a lot. And he was a great help for my family and others. Thank you.
You may all still remember the face of Shamsi Bose. I am calling you Shamsi Bose, sir. I am 85 plus. You are just 94, just 9 years difference. That's how Mani puts it. There is no difference of teacher and student now. You were my teacher. Now you are my colleague. Kekida, sir. So, you may remember when Shamsi Bose comes still more like a military man, when Dr. Nambiar was taking classes. When Nambiar is taking classes, he will come and take the attendance. And no one can give proxy. So that's how he migrated as a plastic surgeon, senior plastic surgeon. As Dr. Srinivasan, he couldn't come today. He chose Madurai to be a neurologist and Dr. Shamsi Bose as plastic surgeon of Madurai. Shenbam Hospital plastic surgeon was him. He did a lot of work. And he has uplifted the plastic surgery department of GH. So, hats off to our teacher. Hats off to our teacher. Thank you, sir, for having come. He had a recent fall, fractured the hip, and now he is walking with the walker. But his mindset is he wanted to attend our batch. I just requested him to come, he has come. K. Srinivasan would have come. And he has got some oral ulcers and things. He is being evaluated. And let us pray. It is nothing serious and let him come out. Because when I met KS, I usually meet my seniors once a year to take their blessings. When I went to him, he was wearing a kaili and a shirt போட்டு உட்காந்துக்கிட்டு இருந்தார். ஒரு அன்கூத்துரு ஷர்ட்டு. அவர் ரூமை பார்த்தாச்சுன்னா த மோஸ்ட் ஷேபி திங் ஆன் தி எர்த். அப்போது நீ ஃப்ரீயாக இருக்கியாடான்னாரு. இருக்கேன் சார்னே. போச்சு 2 மணி நேரம் போச்சு. 2 hours he was talking, I was listening. That is the affection he has. Because right my early days he was my neurologist. And he talks nicely and his neurons are still, he has got a strong memory power. He writes. Dictates. ஒரு புக்கை கொடுப்பார் 2 நாள் கழிச்சு கேட்பார் படிச்சாடான்னு பார். சார் படிச்சுக்கிட்டே இருக்கேன் சொல்கிறேன் சார்மே. அப்படியே போய்கிட்டே இருக்கு. தட்ஸ் வாட் அவர் கே சீனிவாசன். இன்றைக்கி வந்திருந்தாருன்னா நமக்கு பேசுகிறதுக்கு டைம் கிடைச்சிருக்காது. ஸோ ஐ வெல்கம் அவர் டீச்சர்ஸ் டாக்டர் மணி அண்ட் டாக்டர் Shamsi Bose. வெல்கம் சார். He is just 3 years younger than Shamsi Bose. So he is the fittest person to honor Shamsi Bose. Thank you.
தலை வணங்கணுமா? தலை வணங்கணுமா? உங்களுக்கு நிமிர்ந்த தலை தான் சார்.
Sir, please, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
For your information, his birthday is on 4th April.
What is it, sir?
Don't forget to send him a message.
Okay.
We go and meet him and get his blessings. But you are away, you can give him a ring. He will speak to you.
I request Amresh to come forward to honor Dr. Mani.
You are making me old, is that?
I am choosing the old and the young.
But actually people don't know he sparked the idea of reunion of ours, which is silently let me say a few words of when I talk about you, I think you must permit me.
God bless you.
When I met KS last year, I asked him, what is your 90 plus? Hey, I am just 88 now. அதே மாதிரி மணி சார் இப்போ Rama must be knowing the truth.
ஏதாவது பேசணும். I had my training in Nagpur. As you enter the room, there's a small little write-up, just 2 feet by 1 foot. In that, it's written, these are the temples of modern India, where man works for the good of man. I'll repeat that. These are the temples of modern India, where man works for the good of man. I have never seen this anywhere else, nor have I heard of anybody saying, man works for the good of man. We all think, there it is. Thank you.
Max says I should speak a couple of words as a teacher. I want to start by saying a couple of words as a student. Dr. Bose was also my teacher, but not in plastic surgery. He was a teacher in anatomy, one of the most popular demonstrations in anatomy that we had at that time. And
இவர் டெமான்ஸ்ட்ரேட்டர் இருந்தார் anatomy.
So when he came into the department, he automatically became the most popular person in the department, and we owed a lot to him. He had a way also of teaching and demonstrating anatomy that made it much more interesting. Otherwise, we were not that much interested in anatomy, but he really was very successful as a teacher of anatomy also. So I just wanted to say that as a student before I say anything to you as a teacher. As a teacher, I have already spoken to you earlier. I don't think I need to repeat what I had said at that time. All the best. It's very nice to have the occasion to come and meet you periodically. And I'd look forward to many more occasions in the future.
I know Dr. Mani is a nephrologist. I must say he is the father of nephrology. He refused to make a house visit to the VIP minister, etc., etc. You all must be knowing who it is. He must come to my department. Mani never goes to see him in the house. That's what I heard. I don't know whether it is true or not. But he has got that grit. He is a man with grit. Dr. Mani is a man he is marked as a nephrologist not only in Apollo, not only in Tamil Nadu, not only in India and abroad. Thank you, sir. Now, I have called our Pushparaj and our Kishan Gopal will honor him as he is having 10% attendance of attending the meets. Kala, I must thank Kalavadi for bringing him here. Yesterday, last week, Thursday, today is Sunday, they have fixed a vascular surgery, vascular department appointment at Chennai. She said Thursday, but I said, I will get an appointment next week. You come here. They immediately obliged. She said, I will change the date. And that's how here. And our when they came to the Kodaikanal meet, Kalavadi suffers from COPD because she doesn't tolerate Kodaikanal climate. They were staying in Battalakundu and coming up daily to attend the meet. That's the spirit. We can call it a Stanley spirit or Stanley 1957 spirit or Pushparaj Kalavadi spirit. Thank you, madam. Officers to wait, batchmates to come.
Yes, sir. Sir, please, sir. One minute. Madam, ready, please. Sir, please, sir. Come back. Sir, ready, sir? Ma'am, ready, please? Yes. Smile, sir. Smile. One more. Huh? Yes. Cheese. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Yes. Over. Okay. Please, smile, please. Sir, please, sir. Sir, ready, sir? Smile, sir. Ready? Ma'am, please.
Okay, ready.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now,
Sir, please, sir. Ready, sir?
Narendran and Usha.
Sir, ready, sir?
Ready, telecast பண்ணுங்க. Whole group they will see.
Wait, sir.
Smile, madam, please. One more, please. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
The large painting on top is called A Chorus of Flowers and is a watercolor on canvas. One can see a mixture of colors and flowers facing this way and that way with a background of leaves in different shapes. I particularly like this painting.
be part of the art scene in New York City. Even though New York City is huge, the people who come and watch the art are very few. So if you go from one gallery to the other, the same crowd comes there. And they notice everything from what I'm wearing to what my necklace looks like, and they tell me that, we saw you in that gallery and you wore the same necklace. The descriptions that I give are considered to be quite good, and the woman who owns the gallery where I show, that Montserrat Contemporary Art Gallery, asks all the new artists to watch my videos so they can describe the work. One of my former fellows from Columbia University came and she was telling him how well I described. And this guy said, "Oh, we are pathologists. We always describe things. That's our job, So it's fun to have a different career. If you put Montserrat, if you put my name /YouTube, all my YouTube things will come up. And this is my last show, which is hanging at the gallery now. Thank you for letting me show my work.
All the best, my son.
Ma'am, please. Sir, please. Yes, please.
They are well-trained people.
Sir, please, sir.
That's when I
Smile. Never can. Sir, please, sir. Ready, sir?
Sir, ready? Smile, cheese. Smile, cheese. Smile.
Cheese.
Sir, இங்க பாருங்க, அம்மா இங்க பாருங்க.
அம்மா இங்க பாருங்க.
Ready?
full time.
Sir, ready?
ஏதோ ஒன்று
ஆமாம் சார் ரைட் சார் தேங்க்யூ
பண்ணுறது இப்போ நம்ம வந்து ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி மீட் பண்ணுறாங்க நம்ம எந்த அளவுக்கு நம்ம அதே மதுரை மெடிக்கல் காலேஜில்
To the launch. You all report to the launch. That's the place where you have to come. And see this display about our past means. This is late yet, I think now 2017 is going on. It will be over soon. It will be followed by whoever wants, including Amresh, who has got a final thing, he cannot escape. And Amresh will give the final conclusion remarks by afterwards followed by Non's closing speech. And then we will adjourn to the lunch. Clearly. Okay, all of you understand? Yes. Where am I sleeping? Does he understand? Hello? Okay. Right. What up?
Sakti sir.
Yeah, please pay attention. I think the last chance, last probably. And everybody is accusing that I am dodging. I am not dodging. I wanted to be last so that you can keep on scolding and go for your lunch. Because sometimes my comments may be objectionable but anyway, no malice to anybody. Starting off, I thought what I should say. I was never been in this group of these people who are organizing in the college days. Okay, I was not in this group at all. I used to see MACS, my classmate. I see so-and-so, 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 but never been more associated. My very close friends, some of them are no more. Some of them I must mention here. One, starting with my roommates Radhakrishnan and Dhanrajan and Krishnamurthy. We were the roommates and we all were always together. They know all our secrets and good deeds and bad deeds. I must say, Radhakrishnan molded me in a way that timing is premium. As somebody said, sir, our Mani said when he went to Stanley that what is the outpatient, there was nobody there. It used to be there. When we came, we took over. 7:30 outpatient will be ready to receive the patients and all. It is because of Radhakrishnan who will always be sort of brooding me and to do this, do that, don't do that, like that. Anyway, I am very grateful to him as well as to Dhanrajan. I always remember when I became General Secretary, I couldn't have 2-3 varieties of suits like Gopal. So I used to borrow his suit and wear in one function and another one from my own, like that. So Dhanrajan was very grateful, and Krishnamurthy was the last roommate in that red block of Stanley. So I reminiscence and I always fondly remember. Then I must say why I have chosen, because I don't know he will agree with me or not. MACS, I was first to say yes, I am coming to Madurai, and gave the name, gave my travel plan, everything. What is the reason? I was sort of motivated by watching television. I don't know how many of you see, there is one serial called Edir Neechal. It is completely pivoted around women, sort of, what do you call that? Women's giving the importance, because there is a man in that serial, he is very adamant, he is always thrusting his opinion to his daughter-in-laws and daughter and things like that. So I was said I must see this serial's place, Madurai. So fortunately he decided, that moment he uttered Madurai, I had no second thought. I agreed to come. I came, but in between there was a tragedy of not getting a reservation. There was no chance because of Jallikattu and whatnot, people are traveling. So Gopal gave the suggestion, you fly to Coimbatore, join me, I am driving down, so I am here without regretting. The next classmate of mine I must always remember is the longest. I think Julie will agree. Julie and a team of 8 people joined from Annamalai University after intermediate to 1957 batch, and now surviving only 3. Am I right, Julie? Correct. So that's one, I must say, the great association started in 1955. Who? Chinnaya is alive. He is alive. So that means you add four of them, and then Chinnaya was there alive. We are the 4 people who lived in Annamalai University, joined together, 55. 8, that's what I'm saying. Out of the 8, I think 4 we remember now. That means you are the longest association which I had in our batchmate. The next comes the story of how I reached medical college is all question of if and but. In Viluppuram station they gave me the application. Hey, neeyum poi application podra. You have to go, some father and all has to sign. So I got the application at Viluppuram station, applied. God was nice. I gracefully joined the MBBS. And you will never find me in the photograph of the batch because I was down with typhoid, admitted. So that is the time I think our group people have decided to take a group photo. So in 1957 batch group photo, I am not there. So then the next comes, somehow we dragged on, pulled on and slowly passed. My compulsion was to join armed forces because of the reasons of the economic. You become an independent earning member. I went to the railways, they said we will pay 325 per month as our civil is 325, railway was 400 and army was 500 and odd rupees. So I said I'll join army. But anyway, I had a very fortunate career as far as the armed forces is concerned. Many of you may not know, I have already taken part till my retirement. Where is that photographer? I asked him to put my old age photo on. So I joined, and then I have taken part in all the battles Indian Army has taken place till date. Starting from Goa operation in 60, that was time I was in the college. I took part as an auxiliary Air Force pilot, followed by all the wars till 1999, Kargil, and I retired in 2000.
Hey, Veera, old photo.
So that's a varied character of appointments and whatnot in armed forces. I don't want to keep on talk about it, which is unfamiliar, and ascended the ladder from each step to step. Significantly, I want to mention during 65 war, we were surrounded by Pakistani tanks and all. I retrieved about 10 of our fellows, safely brought them towards our side in spite of the other army people said your map reading is faulty. But I brought them back. Because of that, I was awarded the Veer Chakra during 65 war. Then followed by many wars we take place then I became a surgeon. Surgeon is not getting a sort of an easy job. 4 long years we have to rot in the field area. I was in this, fortunate to be in the Ladakh sector. You read the papers that Daulat Beg Oldie is one end, and the other one is Damchak. All that 3,500 kilometers, I walked or went by horseback or given medical cover in a span of 2 years by posting there. So after that, we wrote a competitive exam, got a seat, became an MS. How did I become MS? I am thankful to Narayan Swami. Narayan Swami stood first, so he stand a chance to become a surgeon, but he withdrew and he wanted to become a physician. And I said, yeah, thank you, I will take your chance. And one more thing I must say about our classmate, he has taken part in the Battle of Barki. They captured Barki, which is a town, the police station and the collectorate office in Pakistan. He was with the medical officer to the 13 Punjab, one of the regiment which attacked Pakistan. But I was at that time in a sort of a withdrawing battle. We were lost some territory, some guns and all. Few guns we retrieved, that is where I got that award. Barring that, we took part 71, all that is stories you must have read in paper. And during 65, I was little injured by a Pakistani strafing. And we had a very lovely experience during my field tenure because we used to sort of posted near Pangong Lake and other lakes which you used to read, and the glacier, the today's Siachen, all that. We lived, suffered, but finally government rewarded by giving an MS seat. Passed MS, then became a surgeon and came up. And finally, after 14 years of general surgery, they said, yeah, we must have pediatric surgery. Would you like to go for the training? I said, yes. So both the countries gave me the seat. One in UK, that is the Great Ormond Street. Other one was Royal Children's Hospital, Melbourne. The Melbourne boss wrote a very lovely letter. You must come to Australia. It's a beautiful country. You must bring your family and whatnot, and we will try to help you out. The other fellow, Homeward Nixon, was the head of the Department of Pediatric Surgery at UK. He was writing a lamenting letter, with your pay converting into pounds, you will be having difficulty. I don't know how to help you and whatnot. I said, don't choose that country, go to Australia. So I went there. They induced me. I was not keen to appear for fellowship because it doesn't give me any benefit, either by position or by this. Having done that, I moved on and I had a happy time, 4 years fellowship done. 1 year exemption they gave for my MS. So 3 years I finished. Came back and then all the routine appointments and all. Few things of your batchmates' achievement you all should know. One is, pari passu, I was trained as a fighter pilot because I was in the NCC, in the Auxiliary Air Force. So the government continued me to pursue the fighter pilot training, and I am a qualified fighter pilot till I became a Air Commodore rank, and then I completely quit and married to the surgical profession and whatnot. So as your batchmate, I was one of the qualified fighter pilot, and the aircraft I have flown is Hunters. That is, then beyond that, the wars and all as usual, casualty evacuation and whatnot, and finally I retired in the year 2001 because we get 61 year as an Air Marshal to serve. So kept on, I was about to retire, you get a promotion, so you get another 2 years I served. Having done all that, I retired. After that, I had an opportunity to work in Coimbatore, Kuppusamy Naidu Memorial Hospital. I was the dean for 5 years and improved that hospital. All my aspirations, what to do, I could implement. And then I moved on to build a medical college at Davangere, a district town in Karnataka. And followed by that, I came back to an American organization which asked me to start a hospital at Bangalore, which I did. And having done that, I totally, after my retirement, 15 years I held on to doing all these jobs, and finally I retired. So this is the photo of my retirement. Now you will show how I am. Yeah, next photo, Katuba. Next one. This is at the age of 61 when I retired. This is now the present photo. So you can imagine 20 years later how we all look like and whatnot. I wish I was to talk, I could have brought a lot of photographs with the forward area where I have served. But few other achievements I would like to boast myself. Now you see, yeah, I am here. No, because these 6 wars gave me all these pieces of metal and one decoration, and the wings that I am wearing is the qualified fighter pilot I am. Anyway, forget about all that. The corporate world also I had a little enjoyment, served. But few other achievements I must say. I produced the first 2 surgeons to the Indian Army as my trainees, as MS students. I was a teacher in Bangalore University, Delhi, and Delhi University, and also Calcutta. Because these 3 places I served, I was made the professor in the Department of Surgery of the local university. So I trained the first 2 lady surgeons for the armed forces, fully non-dependent on civil hospital. We trained them. That is one achievement. Number 2, I sort of feel I give a lot of empowerment to the people to come up and take up, which is the fruits which you are all reading in the newspaper. 95 first batch joined armed forces. They kept them ladies for 14 years, then they released them. Now they are giving permanent commission, and you would have seen on 26th January, this sort of Nari Shakti or something like that. So with this all this thing, I have retired and peacefully. Now coming back to my classmates and their comments, I think I must be grateful to Gopal. I met him only during our reunion because I did not know that he is related to me and then whatnot. Having known, and then we became close. Then he induced that you must come and take part. Sometimes I couldn't come for many years except because I was still working in various places. So that is about Gopal and Madurai Star. I must always say is all association here. And then we moved on, and sort of being so long as our health permits, we should not ask for a wheelchair and all. And he is the one driving force, which all of you, every speaker has praised him, so there's no use repeating the same. He deserved a sort of a message to convey. And then coming back to some of the interactions, my interaction with my interaction with money is very wonderful. I think Commandant called me. He was supposed to give a guest lecture in our auditorium. I think I talked about it. I have no idea this slides I made and then whatever it is. No projection system, I made arrangement for his lecture. So I was in a trouble. I went to him and told him politely, sir, no, don't worry. Have you got a chalk piece and a board? I said, sir, that will be produced. So he could give such a wonderful lecture, that guest lecture, without any projection. That was amazing, I must say. It was somewhere before going to Australia, I think, sometime 76 or something like that. The Girinath and all these fellows used to come from Apollo. They all will bring lot of slides. Oh, I'm sorry, I misplaced the slide. One is upside down or whatever it is. But he gave such a lecture. I was very impressed at that time. But I did not know at that time that he is son-in-law of our batch and he married Rama, because I left in 62 end to join army. So the later part only he has come to Stanley and all many teachers which you are honoring. I have not served, and even I have not served under KVT. Only KVK, his brother, I have served. Sanjeevi I have served. Prabhu was there, like that. So there is some gap of discrepancy in the teachers. So that is one I always remember. And then I came to know that he is our batch son-in-law and then married to Rama. And Rama I met once to fix the rates for the government to do the CABG operation in Apollo Hospital. At that time she was in the pathology department. I went with all excitement. I entered her office. She looked up. So who is this fellow? Without permission entering the office. I don't know whether you remember or not. Then the other thing was Neela the Great is, I must tell, that she lost her passport and whatnot, because Maithili's sister's husband was our gastroenterologist. He rang up in the middle of the night, yeah, these people have gone. One bag is missing, that what is it, taxi fellow has not tied it or something like that. I don't know whether Neela remembers or not. You have had, come on, that's the story I am telling. How did it Katchichi? Katchichi is, I sent a car, I had a staff car at that time. I was looking after a unit. I sent him, that fellow is very, and the headlight suddenly they found near a Pulya Maram, your bag was lying. He picked it up and brought to you. Yeah, correct. And then they were trying to do whatever it is. You had your passport, your dollars, your all assets which you have brought to India. Anyway, thank God you remember, because at this age group, we have many people says, oh, and so anyway, this is how 80 I met. After that, only our meeting, 2007. In between, though, no contact, nothing. And I was supposed to lead a delegation to Walter Reed through the army. But anyway, that fizzled out and whatnot, so I had no opportunity to go. But anyway, that was a very surprising. Then coming on to our great Vela, I must talk about it. He sort of couldn't remember. In 1976 or 76, he introduced to me a good friend of his in Malaysia. He had some influence with the Malaysian railways or airlines. He got a very good concession for me to fly to Melbourne Children's Hospital at Melbourne, because I could take my wife and daughter together. We flew, then I stayed there for then my pocket became little heavy, there little bit of earning, and I did not know they pay for assistant fee from the insurance company. That made me to sail little better than my own earnings, because if the 1,000 rupees is converted into $800, I think. Those days, 8 rupees is a dollar. So a little difficult, but my bosses were looking after. They gave all assistance charges, work to me and whatnot. So that is about our great friend Vela. And Vela remembered now slowly, yes, some Sundaram was the person I introduced and all. Of course, like many other people I have interacted, I do not send anybody the greetings of birthday, then what is that, marriage, anniversary and whatnot. The reason is very simple. When I was a young officer in the hospital, I met a Sardarji and his wife. We had a chat. Then after that, and 2 days later, one another Sardarji I met, both two Sardarjis were looking alike. So I told him, yeah, your wife is waiting outside. Oh, I see, she's waiting outside. Yes, yes, we'll offer her a drink, bring her inside to the mess and all. And finally he told me, I am not married, that is that fellow's wife. So I said, no more mixing up with ladies, no greetings. Even today I confess to all of you that I do not know, I get confused. What is Nirmala I heard for Devanayagam's wife? Then again this is Josephine. Then I think Gopal explained to me that, so-and-so is... that is another Devanayagam, and his wife's name is Josephine. So I said, yeah, don't get into controversy. God bless them all. All should live long and know this thing, no malice to anybody. The greetings and wedding. By the time you finish the wedding anniversary, birthday comes. Is it to them or to whom? I don't know. Then coming on to this great lady, the talkative teacher. Ennaga? Unga per enna sonninga? The Vedavalli says, I don't like computers, I don't like, cell phone, I don't like telephone. I don't know what you like, we don't know. But anyway, only thing is, she was the daughter of my district where I served in Salem. I think Salem, and his father is the collector. He came, visited one of our NCC camp or something like that. That's what Salem district in those days. Krishnagiri was not born. So that after that I met her and was talking about one person collector, very dynamic man, takes a lot of interest. And then said, oh, that is my father. I am doing this and whatnot. So that is the interaction with her. Of course, all the other people whom I have not mentioned, in the school days or college days, we didn't have much of interaction. I was in my own world running between, and many people asked, why did you join, how did you join? I gave simple, one is the belly fire of to become an independent man, to earn and all. And it just twisted my career. I think I went to Erode. I don't want to disclose what for I went to Erode. Then I got letter and all that passport, everything surrendered and become a permanent man. I don't know how far they will agree. So in conclusion, please don't mistake me if I don't send a greeting, because like Neela doesn't like WhatsApp, I don't like to send anybody greeting by mistake. And then probably I may send a greeting when there is a demise, what not will happen. So I don't want to face. With all this, I thank the great organizer. You will live long, because I am going to exchange your T-shirt now, because I gave him the 42 size. I stayed with my sister for 3 weeks. Now my size has become 44 now. So anyway, that's it, and a very pleasant time I had in the college as well as in my service and whatnot. And few good things happened, and I'm always grateful, because they sent me, made me the fellowship and all was my dream, which was crashed. I couldn't go either with this ECFMG also thrown. And I decided army is very nice and good and whatnot. But if you don't like it, it's a bad career, I must say, professionally. And of course, I have done the ratings and all as a chairman of the board, which government detailed me to fix up with private hospitals and all, which to a certain extent I interacted with Apollo. And Trihan used to be the driving force. He will stimulate me and said, yeah, this Apollo is taking too much money. You must give the same rates to us and like that. So I enjoyed. Good. I think I totally trained in the country 36 postgraduates. 2 are heading, one in Boston and one is in somewhere Pennsylvania. For me, all are USA. The one in urology, one is a cardiac surgeon. And there are about other 32 other fellows. Some of them have retired also. So you can imagine, I retired almost a quarter century before. Thank you very much for your patient hearing and the boring blowing my own trumpet. Thank you very much. All the best.
Again, he chose to be the last person. I forgot to mention, Amrish was telling a story, we may not remember. See, he was playing a flight, individual pilot, and after 1 hour of flying, he found out that he is in the same place where he started. That the answer is, he was playing at a speed of 80, and the current of the air is against current is 80. So he was standing still in the same place after 1 hour. That's I don't know, it's a joke he used to tell. Today he has forgotten. And another thing I don't accept. Such a genius man with his still neurons are functioning well. The memory is sharp and is good. But the way he finds excuse, not this wedding and New Year, birthday, I can't understand. He is confusing with the Singh not getting married and wishing you not like that. He is shrewd enough, but I think he is lazy enough not to respond. I think hereafter no excuses, you must respond.
I am still telling you, sir, only Gopal explained to me that there are two Devanayagam. One's wife is Josephine and other one was Nirmala. This incident is I had 1 year of service.
I am ready to give Bible of our batch, which gives all the description.
I don't know whether I will become a doctor because I'm from the childhood I'm very, very sick. Nobody asked me to study, even my father. I myself became my enthusiastic because I became as a doctor. That 1957 batch, that time Raja Krishnan, Mahadevan and Sundaravadanam, 3 of our interview committees. That time I suffered a lot in osteomyelitis. Sundaravadanam only did operations, everything. 1952, last Friday, our interview. I am the Vedavalli. They சொன்னாங்க ஐயோ ரொம்ப லேட் ஆகிடுச்சு இன்றைக்கி இன்டர்வியூ கேன்சல் பண்ணிவிட்டு மண்டே வச்சுக்கலான்னு. அப்போ தான் எங்கள் ஃபாதர் இஸ் சப் கலெக்டர் ராம்நாத் போகிறோம் எல்லா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் எல்லாம் பேக் பண்ணிட்டோம். இவங்க இன்டர்வியூ இல்லைன்னு சொன்னால் எப்படி இருக்கும், ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டோம். அப்புறம் அவன் சொன்னையோ லாஸ்ட் 5 பேர் இருக்காங்க அவங்களுக்காக நம்ம இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி என்னை இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணி அன்றைக்கி நைட் போகிறோம். நைட் போகும்போது ஆர்ஜி கிருஷ்ணன்ஸ் மை ரிலேட்டிவ் அவரோட ஃப்ரெண்டு ஒருத்தர் வந்து நான் திண்டிவனம் போகும்போது யூ ஆர் செலக்டட்னு சொல்லிட்டாரு. ஐ எம் ஸோ சர்ப்ரைஸ். எப்படி இருந்ததுன்னு தெரியல. அந்த அன்றைக்கி விட்டுறது திங்கக்கிழமை நான் போகிறதுக்கு இடம் இல்லை. அப்பா சப் கலெக்டர் இன்னும் ராமநாத் போய் எல்லாம் பேக் பண்ணிட்டோம். அப்புறம் திண்டிவனத்தில் வந்து அவர் சொல்கிறாரு யூ ஆர் செலக்டட். எனக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப ஆச்சரியமாக இருந்தது எல்லாருக்கும். அது மாதிரி நான் வந்தேன். நான் வந்து படிப்பேனே நினைக்கல. ஏன்னா ஐ எம் சிக், ஐ எம் சஃபர்ட் எ லாட் இன் ஆஸ்டியோமைலிட்டிஸ். 12 வருஷம் சுந்தரம் வந்து லாஸ்ட்டாக கண்டுபிடிச்சி அப்போ தான் பென்சிலின்ஸ் வந்து பென்சிலின்ஸ் வந்தது. அப்போ தான் ட்ரக் ஆஃப் சாய்ஸ் இந்தியாவுக்கு. அப்போ மெட்ராஸ்லாம் இல்லை. அதெல்லாம் இல்லாமல் ஐ வாஸ் லக்கிலி எஸ்கேப் ஃப்ரம் த ஆஸ்டியோமைலிட்டிஸ் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் மை மதர்ஸ் ஹெல்த் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட். டெய்லி மீனெண்ணெய் தேய்ச்சி வெயிலில் உட்கார வச்சுருவாங்க. 3 மணி நேரம் உட்காந்துருப்பேன். அப்படிப்பட்ட நான் எப்படி டாக்டர் ஆனேன்னு எனக்கே தெரியல. தட் இஸ் மிராக்லஸ். ஸோ ஐ வாண்ட் டு டெல் ஹோமனி மீட்டிங்கில் சொல்லணும்னு நினச்சேன். நீ கண்டிப்பாக சொல்லி ஆயிடணும்னு. அப்படி நான் வந்தேன். அப்படியே வந்து படித்து அன்றைக்கி எனக்கு தெரியுங்க ஆர்ஜி கிருஷ்ணன் தெரியுமா? ஆர்ஜி கிருஷ்ணன் அவர் இன்டர்வியூ மெம்பர். ஆர்ஜி கிருஷ்ணன் அண்ட் மகாதேவன் அண்ட் அனதர் ஃபெல்லோ இஸ் சுந்தரவதனம் மெட்ராஸில் ஃபேமஸ் சர்ஜன். அவர் தான் கடைசியில் டயக்னோஸ் பண்ணி சாசரைசேஷன் பண்ணார். சாசரைசேஷன் பண்ணோன்னே தான் ஐ வாஸ் சொல்கிறேன் 12 years ஐ சஃபர்ட். ஈவன் மெடிக்கல் காலேஜ் ஆத்மரா அவர் சர்ஜன். அவர் என்ன சொன்னார், ஒரு தரம் எக்ஸிபிஷனுக்கு நிற்கும் போது காலில் வந்துருச்சு திருப்பி. ஸோ ஐ கேன் நாட் கண்டினியூன்னு நினச்சேன். அப்போ அந்த ஆத்மரா சொன்னார் யூ ஆர் லைக்லி எஸ்கேப் ஃப்ரம் த ஆஸ்டியோமைலிட்டிஸ் கண்டினியூ அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அப்படி நான் படித்தேன். ஐ சஃபர்ட் அ லாட் பிகாஸ் நோபடி டெல் that you should strain தாங்காதவனுங்க. என்ன I suffered a lot. No treatment from that time. Penicillin is the drug of choice. அது இல்லை அப்போ ஃபாரின் தான் வந்தது. அம்மாவோட ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் I was all right. I became a doctor. As I was so surprised. I used to tell my parents about that. இந்த நிறைய என் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கெலாம் சொல்லணும் தான் I was came here to tell others. Don't mistake me. நான் போர் அடிக்கன்னு நினச்சிக்காதீங்க. I want to tell to my friends that I miraculously escaped from that disease and became a doctor. My own effort. Nobody asked me to study. I am the last but one. My father retired as a district collector in Salem. அப்போல்லாம் கிருஷ்ணகிரி கேம்புக்கெல்லாம் இவங்கெல்லாம் வந்தாங்க. எனக்கு தெரியவே தெரியாது. கிருஷ்ணகிரி கேம்பில் ரொம்ப நல்லா செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணாங்க அப்போல்லாம் 1958. அது ஐ வாண்ட் டு டெல் யூ திஸ் கன்வே மியூசிக் வேறு ஒன்றும் இல்லை. நத்திங். உங்களெல்லாம் ரொம்ப போர் அடிச்சதுக்கு மன்னிச்சுக்கோங்க.
Thank you, Veda. See, people are hungry and they are not angry with you. And see, we gave the mic to her yesterday. She said no. And so next meet, not in Madurai, Chennai, it will be 3 nights and 3 days. So that, see, later thinking they want to talk, they can go and talk. And Amaresh must be given one full session for talking. So,
I want to meet all my relations.
my our our but don't say 10%. You missed one. Say now it is a concluding one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the concluding part in the official session. After this, as he said, we'll go on to the picnic or visit to Keladi, come back to Shenbagam and have a dinner. I'll be missing you on the Keladi trip. So I want you to take a take-home message, a takeaway from this meet. I have been trainer along with children, and I learned from them one good slogan. It was about the train.
No, 1 minute, 1 second for interruption. I am glad to inform Mrs. Vani has come. She is our guide for the Keladi. She will have lunch with us and join us. She is a very good senior guide. You are going to enjoy Keladi more than Keladi, Vani's presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. So let me continue. The message that I want to say to you is that which I learned from students, the kindergarten students. I went on a trip in 1956 to Ooty, my first one. And when we went in the car with my wife, my friends in LIC told me, Uncle, don't go by car to Ooty. Go up to Metupalayam, then get down and get into a train, which is a small train, the small coaches, the Ooty train, the steam coach. I said, okay. Then asked them why. They said, Auntie will vomit because there are a lot of curves. And you will find it anxious because one side you will find a valley and the other side is nothing to see. So if you go by train, you can see everything. We sat in. A few minutes later, 3 young girls came along in white uniform and sat in front of us. They said, hello uncle, hello auntie. I said, yes. And then she said, where are you from? From Lovedale. I said, okay. Then we sat. They brought cakes, snacks and all that. And we had muruku, adirasam, sheer, etc. And then we distributed. As the train started, saying that, and once it left a little below after Metupalayam, it started climbing. And we heard a different type of noise, engine noise. These girls stood up and said, shall we play a game? I looked at them and said, in this small place you are going to play? Yes, uncle, we'll play a game. Look at us. The first girl came and stood like this. I said, what is this? Don't you know, uncle? It's a steam engine. Hoo. Okay, right. And she had her hand like this. What is this in the back? She says a coupling. For what? The passenger compartment will come. The passenger compartment girl came and did like this. I said, what is that? The third one was a guard. And the guard girl had this, but did not have this. She had the hand like this. I asked, what is that? The flag. The green flag. Okay. I said, nowadays we don't find the flags. They said, yes. They said, start the game. And they said, listen. So we listened to the steam engines, the noise. The noise that the steam engine made was I said, what is this? Starting. Okay. Then
what do you want to convey?
I have got this, please. Please bear with me, believe me.
Now it is
Lunchtime, but I wanted that 15 minutes, I want to close that. I'll finish it off if you can stop for that. You will know it at the end. You will know it at the end. Sorry. Then said, the first girl said, the engine started, whoosh, whoosh. The second girl said, I know I can. What is that? That engine says, I have to climb this height. I know that I have to. And I know that I can climb them. I got the power. I got the stamina. Is it? Whoosh, whoosh. I know I can. Whoosh, whoosh. I know I can. That's all. I learned a lesson. Every one of you should be positive. You know you are not young. You know that you have got health problems. But you know that you want to live long. You know that you want to live long for your children, for your grandchildren. So know that and think that you can. Never think I can't do it. At this age, think only you can. And the last one is, I will. That's the positive outcome. So have a positive look at day every day. I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. Otherwise you will not. This is the message that I want to give you. I know, I can, I will. Take this card with you. Stick it upon the looking in mirror. Every day when you go near the mirror, you will see this. Repeat it. This is known as auto-suggestion or motivational card. I'll give it to you, this one. And finally, let me thank Dr. Rajendran for giving me the opportunity to be with you after Kodaikanal, reliving Kodaikanal. And thank you very much for the wonderful days. I will not be with you in the Kiledi trip. I'll meet you at Shenbagam when you have the flag off. Right? Thank you very much. God bless you. Over card.
2:30, or some of our fellows may take 2:45, 3 like that. Should I tell them 2 o'clock? Nazir, get away. I mean, in the car you can talk on the way, or because if they disperse after that, they may come by 2:25 or something like that. But after a meeting here, then after the small talk and discussion, even if we leave at 2:45, it's okay. We have arranged on our return a snack and tea with Akarai. They have promised. So, friends, Vani wants to meet us at 2:25, 2:15. Once you take your lunch, go to the room, refresh, and come back to the same place. She will address us. Same place, because she wants to talk to us, you know. What's the time now? Now it is 1:30. 2:30? It will be all right? If you tell them, they will come at 3 o'clock. I mean, 2:30, you will be talking to them for about 15 minutes, then move to the van. Okay? Fine. So what is the time? If you don't come at 2:30, get into the van at 2:45. If it is late, you will miss the van, you will miss Kiladi, you stay back and go back to the room. Okay. Let us go for the lunch.
வந்து கற்கால மனிதர்கள் வாழ்ந்த தடயங்கள் கிடைத்திருக்கு. முதலாக கற்களை உபயோகப்படுத்தி அதை கூர்படுத்தி அதை வந்து ஆயுதமாக பயன்படுத்தி விலங்குகளையும் எல்லாம் மரங்களுடைய பழங்களையும் அடித்து சாப்பிட்டு அதில் வாழ்ந்திருக்கிறாங்க.
ஹேண்ட் ஆக்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய ஒரு கற்கருவியை இவர்கள் உருவாக்கி இருக்கிறார்கள். அதுபோல கிளீவர் எனப்படும் ஒரு கிழிப்பான் அப்படின்ற ஒரு கருவி, அது போன்ற பல வகையான கருவிகளை இந்த கால மக்கள் உருவாக்கி இருக்கிறார்கள். இந்த காலகட்டத்தை தான் பாலியோலித்திக், அதாவது பழங்கற்காலம் அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். இவங்க வந்து இயற்கையாக காட்டில் கிடைக்கக்கூடிய அந்த விலங்குகளை வேட்டையாடி உணவுகளை சேகரித்து, தாவரம், பழங்கள், கொட்டைகள், இது மாதிரி அந்த இதை சேகரித்து வாழ்ந்து வந்திருக்காங்க. இயற்கையா இருக்கிற குகைகள், பாறை மரவிடங்கள், அங்கதான் வாழ்ந்திருக்காங்க. ரெண்டாவது, இவர்கள் இடம் விட்டு இடம் நகரக்கூடியவர்கள். அதாவது ஒரே இடத்துல இவங்களுக்கு வேண்டிய உணவு கிடைக்காது. ஒரு இடத்துல இவங்க ஒரு குழுவா தங்குவாங்க. அதுக்கு பேர் பேண்டுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஒரு பேண்ட்ல 25லேருந்து 50 பேர் ஒரு குழுவா இருப்பாங்க. அந்த இடத்துல உணவுகள் தீர்ந்தோன்னு இன்னொரு இடத்துக்கு புலம்பெயர்வாங்க.
அதுக்கு அடுத்த காலகட்டங்கள் வந்து நுண்கருவிகளை உபயோகப்படுத்தி அவங்க வாழ்க்கை முறையை மாற்றியிருக்கிறாங்க.
முக்கியமான ஒரு இது என்னன்னா, கருவிகளுடைய அளவு சிறியதாவது, அந்த ஒரு மாற்றம் நடக்குது. இவர்கள் சிறிய சிறிய கருவிகளை பயன்படுத்துகிறார்கள்.
இந்த விலங்குகளை வந்து கீறி எடுக்கிறது, அது தோலை எடுத்து ஆடையாடை வைக்கிறது, அதுக்கப்புறம் மீன்களை பிடிக்கிறது, அதுக்கப்புறம் அதையே வந்து ஒரு அறிவால் மாதிரி செய்து தாவரங்களை அறிகிறது, இந்த மாதிரி வேலைகளெல்லாம் உபயோகப்படுத்திருக்காங்க. டெம்பரரியா அங்கங்க வாழற அந்த ஒரு இதுவும் நம்ம பார்க்கிறோம். முன்கற்காலங்களுடைய தடயங்கள் பல்வேறு இடங்கள் தமிழில் கிடைச்சாலும் அதிகமாக வந்து டேரி சைட் அந்த பகுதியில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பரவலாக வந்து அந்த இடங்கள்ல வந்து இந்த முன்கற்கால மக்கள் வாழ்ந்ததுக்கான தடயங்கள் கிடைச்சிருக்கு.
அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து இந்த நிலைப்பாடு மெல்ல மெல்ல மாறுது. இந்த காலகட்டத்தில் தான் மனிதன் இந்த பழைய கற்கால கருவியிலிருந்து புதிய கற்காலத்திற்கு மாறுகிறான்.
கற்களை வந்து வலுவழுப்பாக ஆக்கி அதை வந்து உபயோகப்படுத்துகிற ஒரு காலகட்டம், அதை வந்து நம்ம நியோலித்திக் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம்.
புதிய கற்காலம் அப்படிங்கிறது மனிதன் அந்த வேட்டையாடுகிற தொழிலிருந்து வேளாண்மைக்கு மாறுகிற காலம். அதை வந்து நியோலித்திக் ரெவல்யூஷன், புதிய கற்கால புரட்சி காலம்னு சொல்லுவாங்க.
அப்புறம் புதிய கற்கால மக்கள் பானைகளை செய்திருக்கிறார்கள். வேளாண்மை செய்து தானியங்களை எடுக்கும்போது அதை சேமித்து வைக்க இவங்களுக்கு பானைகள் தேவைப்படுது.
அப்போ வேளாண்மை சேமித்து வைக்கிறதுனால ஒரு வருடம் விளையிலனா கூட நீங்கள் அதை வந்து அங்கே நீங்கள் இருக்கலாம். அந்த அளவுக்கு இருக்கும் பொழுது, அப்பொழுது உபரி உற்பத்தி இருக்கும் பொழுது பல்வேறு கலை வருகிறது. அப்படி வந்தது தான் நம்ம பாறை ஓவியங்கள்.
இரும்பு தாதுகளை கண்டறிந்து இரும்பு உருக்கி முதலாக இரும்பு உபயோகம் வந்த காலம் வந்து மனித வரலாற்றிலே ஒரு மிக முக்கியமான ஒரு காலகட்டமாக கருதப்படுகிறது.
ஏன்னா இரும்பு வந்ததற்கு பிறகு அவர்கள் காடுகளை அழித்து வேளாண்மை செய்ய முடிந்தது. அப்ப இரும்பு வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் வேளாண்மை மற்றும் ஆடு மாடு மேய்த்தலுடைய பெருக்கம் அதிகமானதுன்னு சொல்லலாம். இவர்கள் வந்து பெரிய ஊர்களில் வாழ்ந்திருக்கிறார்கள். எளிமையான வீடுகள், அதாவது அழியக்கூடிய பொருள், களிமண், மரக்குச்சிகளை பயன்படுத்தி வீடுகள் கட்டி வாழ்ந்திருக்கிறார்கள். ஆனா இறந்தவங்களுக்கு மட்டும் நிறைய மென்கர், குத்துக்கள், கற்பதுக்கை, ஸ்டோன் சர்க்கிள், கல்வட்டம், தாழின்னு பலவிதமான அந்த ஈம சின்னங்களை உருவாக்கி இருக்கிறார்கள். வரலாற்று தமிழ்நாட்டு தொடக்க காலத்தில் இரும்பு காலத்தில் இருந்த நிலையை விட வளர்ந்து வேந்தர்கள்ன்ற ஒரு அரசியல் அமைப்பு உருவாகுது. இதான் இப்போ மூவேந்தர்கள்னு சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, சேர சோழ பாண்டியர்கள். அவர்கள் பெரிய அளவு பகுதிகளை இவர்கள் கட்டுப்படுத்துகிறார்கள். ஒவ்வொரு வேந்தருடைய நிலப்பரப்புலையும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு தலைநகரம் இருக்கும், ஒரு துறைமுகம் இருக்கும். இந்த காலகட்டத்தில் தான் முதல்ல எழுத்து அறிமுகப்படுத்தப்படுகிறது. தமிழ் பிராமி அல்லது தமிழி எனப்படும் எழுத்து அறிமுகப்படுத்தப்படுகின்றது. முதலில் நகரமயமாக்கம் வருது, அர்பனைசேஷன். அந்த நகரமயமாக்கத்தின் ஒரு வெளிப்பாட்டை தான் நம்ம கீழடி அப்படிங்கிற அந்த தொல்லியல் இடங்கள்ல பார்க்கிறோம்.
கற்காலத்தில் தொடங்கிய மனித வாழ்க்கை ஓர் உயர்ந்த சமூக நிலையை எட்டியது. இந்த மனிதகுல வளர்ச்சிக்கு தமிழக நிலப்பரப்போட நீர்வளமும் ஒரு மிக முக்கியமான காரணம்.
மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலையிலிருந்து கிழக்கு நோக்கி செல்லுகிற இந்த நதிகள், இது குறிப்பாக நம்மளுடைய பாலார், பெண்ணையார், காவேரி, நம்ம வைகை, தாமிரபரணி, இன்னும் ஒரு 200 கிலோமீட்டருக்கு ஒரு முறை ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய நதி ஓடிக்கிட்டே இருக்கு.
இதில் குறிப்பாக வைகை ஆறு சங்க இலக்கியங்களால் புகழப்பட்ட ஆறுகளில் சிறப்புமிக்க ஒன்று. வைகை ஆற்றங்கரையில் மனித நாகரிக வளர்ச்சிக்கான தடயங்கள் புதிய கற்காலத்தில் இருந்தே கிடைக்கின்றன. புதிய கற்காலத்தை சேர்ந்த பாறை ஓவியங்களின் தொடர்ச்சியாக இரும்பு காலத்தை சேர்ந்த பெருங்கற்படை சின்னங்களும் கிடைக்கின்றன. அதன் தொடர்ச்சியாக தொடக்க வரலாற்று காலத்தை சார்ந்த தமிழி எழுத்து பொறிக்கப்பட்ட நடுக்கற்களும் கிடைக்கின்றன. இந்த நடுக்கற்கள் இந்தியாவிலேயே தொன்மையானவை. நடுக்கற்கள் மட்டுமில்லாம தமிழி எழுத்து பொறிக்கப்பட்ட பாறை கல்வெட்டுகளும் ஏராளமாக கிடைக்கின்றன. இதில் குறிப்பாக 2300 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பே மதுரை பெயரானது மேட்டுப்பட்டி கல்வெட்டில் குறிப்பிடப்பட்டிருப்பதோடு அழகர்மலை கல்வெட்டிலும் குறிப்பிடப்பட்டிருக்கு. அதே போல மாங்குளம் தமிழி கல்வெட்டில் நெடுஞ்செழியன் எனும் சங்ககால பாண்டிய மன்னனின் பெயர் பொறிக்கப்பட்டிருப்பது மிகவும் சிறப்புமிக்கதாகும். இவை எல்லாவற்றுக்கும் மேலாக உலக தமிழர்கள் அனைவரையும் பெருமை கொள்ள வைத்த ஒரு தொல்லியல் களமும் இந்த வைகை ஆற்றங்கரையில தான் இருக்கு. கீழடி. தொல்லியல் மற்றும் மரபு குறித்தான ஆர்வத்தை தமிழ்நாட்டில் புத்தாக்கம் பெறச் செய்த ஒற்றை சொல் கீழடி. ஒன்றிய அரசு தொல்லியல் துறையால் 3 கட்டங்களில் நடத்தப்பட்ட அகழாய்வுகளுக்கு பின் தமிழ்நாடு அரசு தொல்லியல் துறை 5 கட்டங்களில் விரிவாக நடத்திய தொல்லியல் அகழாய்வு முடிவுகளில் நகர நாகரிகத்திற்கான கூறுகளாக சொல்லப்படும் செங்கல் கட்டுமானங்கள், வணிகம், தொழில்நுட்பம், எழுத்தறிவு, மேம்பட்ட சமூக வாழ்க்கை போன்ற அனைத்து சான்றுகளும் கீழடியில் வெளிப்பட்டுள்ளன. இந்த தொல்லியல் சான்றுகள் 2600 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முற்பட்டது என்பதை அறிவியல் அடிப்படையிலான காலக்கணிப்பு முடிவுகளும் உறுதி செய்கின்றன.
தமிழ்நாட்டில் முதல் முறையில் ஒரு விரிவான கட்டிடப்பகுதியில் கிடைத்த இடம் கீழடி. அந்த கட்டிடப்பகுதியில் வச்சு தான் நம்ம சொல்கிறது நகர நாகரிகமாக இருந்திருக்கும். நம்முடைய சங்ககால முறையில் ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் வேலை கற்ற நீள் வகையான கட்டிடப் பகுதிகளாகத்தான் எல்லாமே கட்டிடங்கள் கட்டப்பட்டிருக்கு. அதோட பைண்டிங் மெட்டீரியல் பார்த்திங்கன்னா வெறும் மண் தான் அதனுடைய பைண்டிங் மெட்டீரியல். எந்த ஒரு சாந்தும் அதற்கு பயன்படுத்தாமல் கட்டப்பட்ட கட்டிட பகுதி தான் அங்கே கிடைச்சது மிக முக்கியமானது சொல்கிறோம். அதை வச்சு தான் நம்ம வந்து இது சங்ககால கட்டிடங்கள் என்று நம்ம ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணுறோம்.
இது மட்டுமல்லாமல் இரும்பு பொருட்கள், விலை உயர்ந்த மணிகள், பல வகையான மட்கலன்கள், நெசவு தொழிலுக்கான தக்கடிகள் என தொழில்கள் சார்ந்த சான்றுகள் கீழடியில் கிடைக்கின்றன. மேலும் அரிட்டைன், ரவுலட்டட் வேர் போன்ற அயலக பானை ஓடுகளும் ரோம் நாட்டு நாணயங்களும் கிமு 5ஆம் நூற்றாண்டை சார்ந்த கங்கை சமவெளி நாணயங்களும் கிடைக்கின்றன.
குறிப்பாக வந்து மௌரியர் காலத்துக்கு முன்னால் இருந்து இந்த நாணயங்கள் இங்கே நம்ம கிடைக்கிறதுனால கண்டிப்பாக அந்த காலகட்டத்திலிருந்து அது தொடர்ந்து ஒரு வணிக நகரமாக செயல்பட்டிருக்கலாம் என்பதற்கான ஆதாரமாக தான் இங்கே நம்ம இந்த கேள்வியை நம்ம பார்க்குறோம்.
அதே போல குறியீடுகள் பொறித்த பானை ஓடுகளும் அதன் தொடர்ச்சியாக தமிழி எழுத்து பொறிக்கப்பட்ட பானை ஓடுகளும் கீழடியில் ஏராளமாக கிடைக்கின்றன.
இதிலிருந்து கீழடியில் நமக்கு என்ன தெரியுதுன்னா, ஒரு எழுத்தறிவு படைத்த ஒரு சமுதாயம் அங்கு வாழ்ந்திருக்க வேண்டும் என்பதற்கான ஒரு ஆதாரம் கிடைக்குது. பானை ஓடில் வந்து ஏதோ அரசனோ வேற யாரோ எழுதுவதற்கு எந்த ஒரு அவசியமும் இல்லை. தான் பயன்படுத்துகின்ற பெயரை எழுதி வைக்கின்ற ஒரு முறை தான் இந்த பானை ஓட்டில் இருந்து, அதே போல் குறியீடுகளும் தன்னுடைய தெரிந்த ஒரு குறியீடுகளை போட்டு வைக்கின்ற ஒரு முறை தான் அந்த இருந்திருக்கும். இன்னைக்கு கூட நம்ம வந்து இந்த பாத்திரங்களில் எழுதுகிற பழக்கம் நம்மகிட்ட இருக்குது. அந்த முறை ஒரு தொடர்ச்சியான ஒரு முறையாக நாம் இங்கே தமிழ்நாட்டில் நம்ம பார்த்துட்ருக்கோம். அதை தவிர பார்த்தோம்னா விளையாட்டு பொருள்கள், பாஸ்ட் டைம்ஸ் தான் மிக முக்கியம். ஒரு நாகரிகத்தில் வந்து பாஸ்ட் டைம்ஸை வச்சு தான் பேஸ்ட் ஆன் த சிவிலைசேஷனை வந்து வேல்யூ பண்ணுவாங்க.
கலித்தொகையில் பகடை விளையாட்டு மிக துல்லியமாக சித்தரிக்கப்படுகிறது. விளையாடும் பொழுது 10 என்ற எண் வரும்படியாக பகடை விளையாட்டு. அப்படி என்றால் அது ஒரு கனசதுர பகடையாகத்தான் இருக்க வேண்டும். கலித்தொகையில் பேசப்படுகிற பகடையும் கீழடியில் கிடைத்திடக்கூடிய பகடையும் ஒன்றே. சங்க இலக்கியம் ஒரு புனைவு இலக்கியம் அல்ல. அதனுடைய நம்பகத்தன்மையை கீழடி நமக்கு எடுத்து உணர்த்தி இருக்கிறது. இன்னும் சொல்ல போனால் எனக்கு தெரிந்த வரையில் இந்தியாவில் இன்னொரு அகழ்வாய்வு தடமும் இன்னொரு இலக்கியமும் இவ்வளவு நெருக்கமாக நின்று கை குலுக்கிக் கொண்டதே இல்லை.
சுடு மண்ணால் ஆன விளையாட்டு சக்கரங்கள், வட்ட சில்லுகள், தந்தத்தினாலான பகடைகள், ஆட்டக்காய்கள் மற்றும் சோழிகள் என பல்வேறு வகையான விளையாட்டு பொருட்கள் கீழடியில் கிடைக்கின்றன.
அதையும் இன்னைக்கு நாம் பார்த்தோம்னா நம்முடைய மக்கள் தொடர்ந்து பயன்படுத்துகின்ற ஒரு நிலையை நாம் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம்.
தமிழகத்தினுடைய பண்பாட்டு மேன்மைக்கு காரணம் அதன் தொன்மை மட்டுமல்ல, அதன் தொடர்ச்சியும் கூட.
2600 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பே முழு வளர்ச்சி நிலையை அடைந்த நகர நாகரீகம் இருந்ததற்கான சான்றுகளை வெளிப்படுத்தியதன் மூலம் கீழடி உலகிற்கு உரைப்பது யாதெனில், தொன்மையை போற்றியும் புதுமையை ஏற்றும் என்றென்றும் உயர்நிலை சமூகமாய் வாழும் நிலப்பரப்பு தமிழ்நாடு.
என்ன பண்ணுறீங்க?
ஸ்ரீலங்கா வரைக்கும் நேபாளிலையும் இந்தியன் சப்கான்டினென்ட் எக்ஸ்போஸ்டாக தானே இருக்கு. வெளியிலேயே அப்படி மெமோரியல்ஸ் போனோம். வெளியே எழுத்து கண்டுபிடிச்சதுனால தானே போலீஸ் தெரிஞ்சு ரொம்ப நாளாக கொடுக்கல. நாளாக இது அந்த சைட்டில் தான் பார்த்துருக்கேன். அது அந்த பார்க்க விடுவாங்க, அதை எடுத்துகிட்டு போக விட மாட்டாங்க. இதை வந்து சலவை கல்லாக யூஸ் பண்ணிடுறாங்க. இதை வந்து மல்லாக்க இருக்கு, அதுக்காக யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. அதில் கணித கேட்க
அங்கே போனீங்கன்னா 18 inches 18 inches
Sir, please, sir. நன்றி. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Balance room, sir. Yes, sir.
இந்த சூப்பராக இருக்கும் வீரா வீரா இந்த சூப்பராக இந்த கல்லு
நடந்தால் வலிக்காமையாக இருக்கும் தினம் நடக்காமையாக இருக்கும் தினம் நடக்குது
நான் போயிடுறேன் சார்
ரவீந்திரன் போயிட்டாரா
இல்லையா நீங்கள் பேட்ச் ஒரு ஃபோட்டோ எடுங்க ஆண்டி அப்புறம்
வாங்க
sir, please. Okay.
Sir, please.
சரிப்பா சரிப்பா.
Thank you, sir. Super. Thank you. Excuse me. Please, sir. சார் அதையும் சேர்த்து எடுத்துறேன். அண்ணே கையெடுங்கண்ணே அண்ணே. சார் சார் சேர்த்து கம்பெனி
தவுடு.
Number 5. So மற்றது எல்லாமே இங்கே எல்லாமே பிரிக் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் இருக்கு, அது அப்படியே இன்டாக்டாக வச்சுருக்காங்க. இந்த 2, 3, 4, 5 கீழே என்எஸ் அதெல்லாம் நேச்சுரல் சாயில். நேச்சுரல் சாயில் வந்து ரிவர் சாண்டாக இருக்குது. ஸோ ஒன்ஸ் இங்கே ரிவர் வந்து பாஸ் பண்ணிடுவாங்க. விறகுன்னு ஒரு டேம்ப் வந்து 7th century இங்கே வந்து கால்வாய் வெட்டிட்டாங்க. ஸோ அதுக்கு முன்னாடியே இங்கே வந்து ஆறு வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஓடிட்டு இங்கே வந்து பேஸ் வந்து ரிவர் சாண்ட் ஆற்றுப்படுவே.
இது வந்து உள்ள மக்கள் மேலே மண் இருக்கிறது அடியில் நோண்டும் போது கீழே அந்த மாதிரி கரெக்டாக ஈவனாக இருந்துருக்கு.
அது வரும்
தாலி இருக்குது, அதில் கிணறு இருக்குது பாருங்க நிறைய. இங்கே வாங்க.
எக்ஸ்கவேட் பண்ணும்போது ஷெட் எதுவுமே இருக்காது, வெயிலில் தான் அவங்க வந்து வேலை பார்க்கணும். அண்ட் இந்த பெரியல் சைட் மட்டும் ஏர்லி மார்னிங் ட்வைலைட் ஹவர்ஸில் தான் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஏர்லி மார்னிங் அண்ட் டஸ்க். ஸோ நம்ம இப்படியே இங்கே வரலாம். ஸோ நம்ம இப்போ பார்க்குற இங்கே வந்து வெறும் தாலி மட்டும்தான் இருக்கு, உள்ளே இருக்கிற குட்ஸ் எல்லாமே எடுத்துட்டாங்க.
வெயிட் அடிக்கிறியா ஃபோனில்?
நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த தாலியெல்லாம் நம்ம கிரவுண்ட் லெவல் கிட்டேயே இருக்கு.
ஓகே ஓகே டன் டன்.
தண்ணி சேர்ந்துருக்கு, அதான் அவங்க பக்கத்தில் இருக்கு பாருங்க.
ஒரு 1900 வருஷத்துல உள்ளே போடுங்க. இன்னும் 3 இது போனாங்கன்னா இங்கே 8 மணி ஆகும்.
பின்பக மக்கள் டின்னருக்கு போக மாட்டாங்க, ஒவ்வொரு ரூமில் ஒவ்வொரு இது.
ஆனால் 3 எனக்கு
இல்லை என் பேக் எடுத்தியாடா? உன் பேக் மட்டும் கொடுக்குறேன்.
சார் சரி நான் அதில் கூட்டு வந்துடுறேன்.
பேர் தெரியாது நமக்கு.
அப்படியே கூட்டாரா
சென்டர் எங்கே இருக்குது?
நெக்ஸ்ட் ஃப்ளோர் எங்கே இருக்கு பாருங்க. சைனா ஏரோப்ளேன் இந்த மாதிரி ட்ரெயின் மாதிரி அது நீங்கள்லாம் வந்து நான் வந்திருக்கேன் 2009
இல்லாமல் எப்படி வருது முக்கால்வாசி பேர் வெளியே இருக்கும்போது காப்பிடலாம்.
அதான் சொல்றாரு பாட்டி நான் முதல்ல கீழே இருந்த அங்கே வந்திருக்கேன்.
எல்லாரும் சொல்லுவோம் ராத்திரி 12 மணிக்கு எல்லாரும் போடுவார். நான் அவரை கூப்பிட்டு
அது
இங்கே தான்மா சாப்பாடு.
Dr. Surendra, Max our son.
Hello, I have a, you don't have to say son, you can make out.
He is the man who does the whole thing.
Yeah. I've been hearing
From the designing to the construction.
Very nice. You got a lot about your surgery.
Papa was a professor. All of you on another occasion. The 2 days have been wonderful. I can take a part in it. So thank you very much to you and your family. God bless you.
Keep yourself fit for 5 years time, my 90.
Thank you, sir. You are my family member, you know me. That's okay for me. I shall be president of the board.
It was very nice meeting all of you, and we hope to have another meeting, and we like to have a nice meeting together. Exactly.
We can't try the person. No other batch has got any coordination. It's really unique.
No, it's true, because I see always the Stanley people together, and I find it very difficult to get our batch together. It's very difficult. It's very difficult, and we have a lot of people. A lot of people participate. So I think even now all 82 veterans, 83.
You know, Ananda Rangasamy in your batch. Orthopedician. Ananda Rangasamy.
I am batch.
Don't mind. ஏஜ் ஆயிடுச்சு இப்பதான் வருவாங்க So friends, this is my last opportunity. I mean, for this function. So, to talk to you again and again. I was boring you for 2 days. I was so happy you were tolerating me. And it is always going on from the way it is going on. I mean, I'm taking the mic and doing something like this. I don't know. Suppose I have hurt anyone's feelings, I'm sorry for it. And I'm glad you went into Madurai. And I thought of it and I made it. Because I tried everyone. Whether you choose Chennai or Madurai. As usual, no one responded. I took it as a thing. So you all asking for Madurai.
I responded right away.
Yeah, Leela, you don't do any other way. Wherever you have to come down. Kadumari is nearby, you have to come. Karma, I am thankful. He was mentioning February 19th. I am thankful to Usha. Yes, Napoleon, sorry. Narendra. He said, come by midnight by train and leave by night. Usha changed everything. We are going by car. They cancel everything, train, ticket, everything. They came yesterday, today, and tomorrow they are coming to the next one. So
Just to give another clap to the team behind MACS who take care of us.
My organization is led by our Mohammed. He's an ex-military officer.
Thank you.
He is rest of it, you know.
He's a retired army officer.
Oscar, our chief performer. And the Kulaman is an Aziz. And Murugan Piyalo. And a team of people. All our own people. We never borrowed here. And they were in last 10 days. We have been doing good to the disposition of my son. Because I didn't want to lose him. I didn't want to miss him. I wanted it to be a great show. It is. So, yesterday we had a good show, then again today morning. And today Kerala is, we enjoy Kerala, thanks for warning.
Yeah, thank you. You got it that show, yeah. You got it that.
He could allow them to talk. And he given us some more time in Kerala. At least he would have taken another one more hour. But all are tired. All are able not there. The age is catching up and tired. So, whatever it is, he got up right. And finally, I didn't leave Akare also.
Sir, not to this, for the official photograph. Official photograph, Astana photograph.
And we didn't leave Akare also. Akare was on the list. I was purposely delaying because I wanted my son and daughter, Mohammed, they were coming by the same flight from Chennai as we, Jaya and Sati. So now it is complete. They have joined the world. And I am happy to delay you and you all holding. And they were correctly reminding me, our computer man, whatever get, and our PRO, and two great photographers. We call them as Astana photographers. I gave him one warning. எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் என்னையே ஷூட் பண்ணி கொடுக்கூடாது அவங்க பண்ணுவாங்க அதே for Kodakal also. Kodakal also. And right from there, they are our Astana photographers. After this, they are going to again present you with pen drive on the event now. And one pen drive they display right from our 2007 down to 2023. If you want a, extra copy of it, you can get one.
I want all this copy, but where to see this copy is I wanted. Today's performance I don't know.
When I was little absent-minded, kindly excuse it. Water paint art. And their contribution to the Kalumari phenomenon. And in the name of Israel, they are doing phenomenal work with that. And Monroe brothers were there here. And the way she makes it from years, every week. I did not say adamant, but he will keep up his eye, talk at the end. The way he talked, you were not there. It's a proven talk. I think about every sentence. He is a air marshal. Air marshal is a very high dignified place. And he showed great height. American.
Talk to your granddaughter.
See, I believe that she is in Bangalore, and we are almost close.
He said 21 medals. 21 medals. That's what he said.
We already make a count.
யாரார் கோயிலுக்கு போறீங்க கை கொடுங்க.
What time you have said?
You might want to sit, but I like to stand.
It's good for your knee joint.
It's a great pleasure to be with my classmates, and it's a great pleasure to have friends like you guys. You did a marvelous job of taking me to Kalikmalai when I was here a year and a half ago, and this has been extremely successful. Just don't ask me to show my art again. And if you want to, you can always put my name /YouTube and find all the art that you want. You can see it on your own. Thank you so much for arranging it so well and so streamlined.
Okay, you guys have got a great time tomorrow also. So go back, rest, come to the you have already said, and you have done.